Hi, welcome to Sewing with Sandy. Today we're going to look at the Simplicity Company's new Burda drops for fall. You know, years ago I tried Burda patterns and I wasn't enchanted with them, but recently I've started to get back into them. I kind of like their style. They're easy to wear, they have kind of a cool vibe to them. I just made a wrap skirt that's sarong-like, and I'll pop a photo with the pattern information down below. And I love it. I absolutely love it. I made it with Mood fabric, and Mood actually featured it in one of their stories. So it's a gorgeous skirt, beautiful fabric, easy to make, and I did a sew along with it. So let's see what they have for fall. $56.75 is a bag. I haven't made a lot of bags. I've made one last winter. I made a fur bag, and it was a lot of fun to make. These are small. There's a crossbody bag and then a little over-the-shoulder bag. Really super cute. There's two, it says there's a step-by-step tutorial, so you can make it, it's very beginner friendly. And the recommended fabrics are jacquard, denim, corduroy, lurex, cotton. So there's a lot of options here. And suede bags are really in. That's kind of a slouchy suede bag, so this might be a good opportunity to make one if you have a little bit of suede left over from another project, and you can give it a try and get the look for less. So I like this. $56.75. It's a nice start. $57.66 is a top and a dress. It's made for a knit. It looks very easy. It's listed as average. There is some curve sewing going on, so that might take it up a little notch, but it's got a little mock turtleneck, long sleeves with a dart in the sleeve. So that's nice because it gives the sleeve a little shaping. And there's these really interesting panels that create the bust dart. So it is like a half princess seam that goes into the waist. It does have a seam up the front and a seam up the back. So it seems like a lot of seams for a knit top. I understand why you have the one in the front, because you have these princess seams and then there's another curved seam and then a center seam. But I don't know why there is a seam up the back. Is there a zipper in this? No, there is a zipper. So there's a zipper up the back. Knits and zippers, probably not my favorite thing. And if that mock turtleneck doesn't stretch enough, if you use a stretch stitch when you put the mock turtleneck on, or when you finish the neckline, if you use a bias binding, you should be able to get it over your head without the zipper, I would think. And if not, you could take that crew neck and open it up just a little tiny bit. I don't like zippers in knits because the zippers are heavy and they wobble, and you never get a really nice finish on the back with an invisible zipper. You can certainly try, and but I don't think it's necessary. I mean, it's got a crew neckline. You should be able to get that on without a zipper, especially in a knit. So that's my take on it. But it's a cute little dress. It's got some interesting style details. If you make it in a print, you're not even going to see those style details, and if you make it in a solid, you better be spot on with them because you're going to see every seam. I think this one's a mixed bag. $56.78 is a shirt dress. It has a hidden placket, doesn't button all the way down to the front, cuffs with a little gathered sleeve or a straight sleeve. Again, it's got a dart in the sleeve, which I love. Bust darts, side pockets, a fullness in the skirt. They've got this styled super cute, and they said it's Twiggy inspired. They might be stretching that a little bit. Maybe it's inspired, but I do like the blouse. I think that, you know, it's got a little stand-up collar with a placket. I mean, it's another shirt dress, and if you don't have a shirt dress and you don't like them buttoning all the way down the front, then this might be a good one for you. And I do like the hidden placket, so you don't see the buttons all the way down. So again, I'd say it's okay. $56.82. Don't you love the way their numbers aren't consecutive? I don't know what happens to the numbers in between. They must have already a pattern with that number. Is a men's sweatshirt. It could be a unisex sweatshirt. It's on the shorter side, which I like, so it's not this big long thing, you know, so the proportions are really good. And yeah, you can make it short sleeve or long sleeve. It's got bias binding around the neck, which is really nice, and then cuffs and a cuff detail on the sweatshirt, but you could make it as a t-shirt. So this is a great basic kind of utilitarian pattern that you should have. I like the fact that it has a faux V-neck, which is kind of interesting. So you have a crew neck going on with the binding, and then there's stitching with this faux V-neck here on the sweatshirt. But yeah, if you're looking for a men's t-shirt pattern, this is great. There aren't enough men's patterns out there, so every time there's one that looks good and is functional, I think it's a great opportunity to move forward and do some men's sewing. Okay, here we go. 5683, a double-breasted coat. These fit and flare coats are everywhere. You are seeing them on all the stores for winter. They are absolutely cute. I'm not sure about the pink plaid, but I love this coat. I love the big collar. I love the way it fits. And you have a couple of options. You can make it as a dress, which would be really nice, and you would make it so it fits and isn't too loose, right? She's got it belted. It looks terrific. Or you can make it as a coat, your regular size, or size up a little so it's loose and you can put it over a sweater. Love the coat. Love the princess seaming. Love the big collar. Love the double-breasted. It's got a waist in the back, so it's fitted. The dress version looks like it's top stitched, and the sleeves on the dress version have a cuff, so they're a little bit puffy. So you might want to make that out of something a little bit lighter, like maybe a wool suiting or something along those lines. So it's lined, and it also has step-by-step instructions. It's listed as average. If you haven't done a coat before, it takes a little work. You want to make sure that like the notches are perfect, and you have buttons, and then the hemline needs to be perfect because it's a coat, and this one has quite a bit of a hemline. So it takes quite a bit of fabric. Wool can be a little bit expensive, so you really need to be serious about putting it together. But I like this coat. I'm on the hunt for a winter coat. I think I'm going to get the Vogue pattern that we looked at last week. Just like, oh, so good. It's so good. But this one is a close second, and this one's probably a little easier. It's probably isn't as involved as the Vogue one. 5684 is a semi-fitted dress with a little bit of side ruching, kind of that starburst ruching. It has a funnel neck on one and a mock turtleneck on one and a crew neck on the other. Again, this has a zipper going up the back. I don't understand why they're putting zippers in knits. They're not necessary. You should be able to get this on. If the fabric you have stretches enough, you should be able to pull this over your head, and it's calling for a jersey knit. So to me, putting in that zipper is just like a waste of time. What I would probably do, I like the seam up the back because it's a fitting seam. It gives you an opportunity to get something that isn't just straight up and down. So if you have some curves in the back and you need some fitting, and it'll eliminate a little bit of the sway back, which is caused by length, not by fitting, but you can fix it there a little bit if it's the first time through and it has that gathering in the front. It's got bust darts. It's got a slit on the side. I like it a lot. What I would do is cut it out and pin up the back or baste up the back and see if you can get it on over your head before I put the zipper in. Because even with the turtleneck, funnel kind of turtleneck collar, you should be able to get that over your head. And if you can get it over your head, why would you put a zipper in? I don't understand. It's just, it doesn't look great with a jersey knit even. You know, the jersey knits are kind of lightweight, and you've got this zipper. Even the plastic ones have some weight to them. So I would avoid the zipper if I could. But cute dress. Love the dress. Very, very cute. 5688, a retro coat. We have dolman sleeves, a little collar, or a stand-up kind of a funnel, a big collar with the cropped version. Cropped jackets are so in. This one I think I'm actually going to put in my cart because it's rated as very easy. This is gonna go up quick. Those cropped, like a cropped trench, this would be super cute in a trench fabric, and they're expensive. They're only gonna be around for a couple of seasons. They're super trendy. So this is a nice length, and it's easy. Like I said, dolman sleeves, the little stand-up collar, 2 buttons. I mean, but you can get the trench look for less and quick. The other two are longer, and to me kind of ordinary. I don't think that there's anything exciting about the other two coats. I mean, it's an easy coat. It would make a cute raincoat if you haven't, if you don't want to put the time and effort into a trench, or you haven't done a coat before. It would make an adorable raincoat. My leopard raincoat is very similar to that. It's a like a tent A-line coat that I made out of rain fabric, and it's a very simple pattern. So that would be cute for a raincoat. It would give you a chance to try out a pattern, a sewing pattern. But I love the short coat. I think it would be adorable as a barn coat, maybe with corduroy and a little suede collar, or as a trench, and which is what I'm going to do. I'm going to make it out of trench fabric, and I think that like that khaki colored trench coat fabric, yep, that's the one. I'm there for sure. 5690 is an easy beginner skirt pattern. They've got it styled with the poodle on it. It's so cute, but it's just a waistband with a full A-line skirt. One of the waistbands has little bow details on the side. It's super cute. The plaid one on here, the little gingham one, has little bows on the side. And then the blue one is a high-waisted. It's a sculpted waist. So it's got double buttons, and it's got this kind of scalping detail in the front. These have a side zipper. Really, really, really cute. You know, it's a very basic skirt pattern, which is what I like about Burda. They're stylish and young, but also basic. So you can they're ease into sewing, learning how to sew. So if you're looking for a skirt pattern, this is nice because it's got 3 options. And the high-waisted one with the double button detail is really trendy. You see a lot of pants and skirts with button details on the front. So yeah, I like this for somebody that's learning how to sew and they want a skirt pattern. This is a really cute option. All right, 5691 is a sports jacket. It's like building your own North Face. You can make it out of a fleece. It says functional jersey. So I would think you could do a stretch fleece. You might want to size up depending on how much the ease is in it, but it's got this half zip with the pockets and top stitching or not, cuff or not. There's a lot of color blocking opportunities. It's got a hood or the high neck. You can really customize this, and I think that these are the kind of things that you want to have in your wardrobe. This is a great way to start working with stretch fabric. If you haven't worked with a stretch fabric before, stretch fleece or a pontaroma has some structure to it. It isn't floppy and flimsy like a lot of jerseys, and you can play with the stretch stitch on your machine or how you're going to create that stretch stitch. And this is a nice opportunity. You have a small little zipper, so it isn't too big. The piecing is great. There's the little zipper pockets. This is a really cute pattern. I think that you would learn a lot with this. Hoods are not hard. The zippers aren't hard. You just need to take your time. So yeah, I like this pattern. I think it's a great option for, you know, these are the kind of patterns where if you create a jacket, you go to the store, you look at a North Face, you try it on, take the measurements, you know, bring your measuring tape into the dressing room and measure the one that you like, right? This North Face fits me. This is the stretch that it has. And if I measure the chest and I measure the hips, this is the size that I want it to be. And then go from there, and you can make one without having to make a muslin. You know exactly what size you want it to be when it's finished. You can copy the colors and it'll look just like the other one. It just won't have the label. So this is a great way to save money. 5692. It's a blouse. I'm underwhelmed, I guess I would say. It's weighted as listed as average. It's got that ruffle detail. It's kind of long. I think the proportions are wrong. It's too long on these models. These models have really nice shapes. And the blue one, the blouse is so long. It's another inch or two and it would be dress length. And then she has the short pant. Yeah, it's not, I don't think they're styled all that well. Maybe that's part of it. And then the big bell sleeves, there's a kind of been there, done that with this one. It's not my favorite. If you want something that's going to hide your figure and be long and straight but have a little bit of style to it, then sure, you know, the bell sleeves give you a little style and that ruffle will give you a little extra going on, and that one has cuffs. Yeah, I'm not thrilled. not thrilled. I think there are better options out there, even if you want something that's body skimming. $56.94, classic sweatshirt pattern, sweatshirt and sweatpant pattern. Love this, love this. It's got pockets, it's got an elastic waist, it's got a hood, dolman sleeve, so it's fairly easy. It's rated as very easy, so you can put this together. I like it a lot. I made a sweatshirt suit last year with pants and a top, and you know, these cord sets are everywhere, so you could do this in all kinds of colors. That's super cute, and yeah, perfect for a cozy night, or you know, if you do a lot of traveling and you like to travel in sweatpants and you want a nice cord set, this is a good way to get one. I think it's cute. If you don't have a hoodie pattern or a sweatshirt pattern, a sweatpant pattern, I can't talk today, this is a good one. $56.92, another kind of underwhelming dress pattern. It's, you know, it's got buttons down the front, elastic waist, sleeves with a cuff, a little stand-up collar or a bow. Comes in a couple of lengths. I don't know. The styling here again is just bizarre to me. You know, the peach fabric with the pink and peach stripe. You know, if you made this dress out of a really cute sheer with a nice print, and then you lined the bodice and the skirt and would left the sleeve sheer, it might be cute. With the collar sheer, it might be cute. I don't know. I'm not like, it says it's a chic dress. There's nothing chic about it. Did I say that? Yeah, no, I wouldn't waste my money. All right, $56.99 trousers. These are cute. They have double pleats in the front, slash pockets, a waistband, a zipper. You could put cargo pockets on them. It's listed as easy. It's got belt loops. I think you could style these up. I like the length of them. I think that's very fashionable right now to have those 3/4 length pants. They show these trousers in a traditional trouser fabric with the cargo pockets on the side, which I think is an interesting juxtaposition of fabric and style. I don't know how many people would wear traditional suiting with cargo pockets to work, but if you're looking for something that's fun and funky, I think it's cute. They would make really nice cords. They would work for corduroy. Yeah, I like the shape of them. I mean, it's just a plain, simple trouser. If you like the pleats in the front, and you have to enjoy those pleats in the front because it adds fabric to the front of your body, and it has fitting darts in the back, then that would be fine. You can't really wear something hanging over this. Yeah, so they have these tucked in. They have a blouse tucked in and a sweater tucked in with that extra pleating there in the front. You don't want to wear something over it. It has to be tucked in. But if you like the pleats and you need a pair of trousers, this is a good option. $57.03 is a pair of barrel leg trousers. Now, I think barrel leg trousers look good on most people, and they're certainly very trendy and stylish and hip. These have some stitching lines at the knee. They have big pockets that you can see. I wouldn't say they're cargo pockets on the side, but there are pockets on the side. There's a lot of top stitching. There's a well pocket in the back and an elastic waist in the back with a flat front. So for me, I much prefer that. I prefer not having all that extra fabric there. So you have a flat front, it's got a fly and a button, and then the elastic in the back gives you some forgiveness in fitting, right? Because you know, as your body changes over time, or day to day, or month to month, or week to week, you have a little bit of forgiveness there because the elastic in the back gives you some, so you're not buttoning them and holding your breath. I think these are really cute. That they're styled really nicely. They would be really fun in a denim. This calls for lightweight trouser fabric. It says it's designed for experienced sewists. Now, the basic problem with these is that or the basic challenge, I should say, with these is there's a lot of top stitching, and there's pieces, and there's a well pocket, but you can leave the well pocket off. And top stitching, you just have to take your time and be really careful with. But they're really cute and they're really trendy, and I think that this is a cute little pattern. 5704 is a tunic. Kind of a long tunic, the one which she has the pants. It's really long. This is a better body skimming top than the one with the little thing going down the front. I like the V-neck and the casualness of this. Now, again, this has a zipper up the back. It has that long V-neck and a zipper up the back. So I guess it depends on how much ease you have on it. But it does have a fitted bodice piece with little tiny bust darts in it and a slit. So for me, this is more like loungewear, I think. And you could make it out of a really super soft, comfy fabric. If you made the long version out of something that had a little stretch to it, it would make a really nice loungewear. I think it would be really cute. As far as streetwear, it's kind of simple. I think you would need a fabric that made it stand out. Either that or it's something like, it would be something super basic and super plain. But it definitely does not hug your body, so it does skim over your body. There's no other fitting darts other than the under the bust dart. So yeah, it would certainly be easy to make. Yeah, it's listed as easy. It would be easy to put together. Perfect for a beginning sewist. 5705 is a shirt pattern. I like it. Everybody needs a basic classic t-shirt pattern in their wardrobe. It's got a crew neck with a banding, very simple. And then one has a little ruffle collar with the ruffle sleeves. I think that's super sweet. There's no fitting darts or anything going on in this, so it's a basic knit shirt. It's listed as very easy, so I think that you certainly could pull this off as a beginner. Yeah, I like this. It's a t-shirt, and t-shirts, once you find a t-shirt pattern that you like, you can change it up. You can shorten it, you can make it long, you can make it into a t-shirt dress, make it short sleeve, sleeveless. Once you get that basic pattern that you love and it fits you, sometimes you have to try a couple before you find the one that you absolutely love. But this is a cute one. It would be a good one to try. It's a good one for a beginner. It's a good one if you haven't made knits before. It's a good one if you haven't made a t-shirt before. So you're not putting a lot of time and effort into it if you make kind of a wearable muslin and it's not quite right, and then the next one you make is better. It doesn't cost a ton of money because it's just a little t-shirt and it's usually an inexpensive knit. So I think it's a good one if you're looking for a t-shirt pattern. You don't have a t-shirt pattern, you should give this one a try. 5706, here we go. Here's the barn jacket. Barn jackets are all the rage. They're, you know, like just below the hip or just at the hip. They have big pockets. Usually they have a contrast collar, maybe a contrast lining, button down the front. It's got a little collar. It's got patch pockets, optional, short version, long version. It's also got puffy sleeves or non-puffy sleeves. So you can put a cuff here or not. I think I would tend to, for the trendy kind of look, do a straight sleeve with had a lining, so you rolled it back and there's like a plaid on the lining or a suede that matches the collar. Cute pattern, cute. I like the other jacket better for the cropped trench, but I like this one for the barn jacket. I think this would make a really cute barn jacket, and like I said, super, super trendy. And you could save a ton of money. It's listed as very easy. So beginners, anybody, all those new fashionistas that, you know, the new sewist fashionistas that want to jump in and give sewing a try, you could save a ton of money making a barn jacket like this, because they're expensive. The really nice ones are expensive. So nice pattern. 57, 57, 57. 5707, pull on trousers. Pockets, side pockets, back pockets, front pockets, elastic waistband, faux fly front, very easy, cute, youthful, comfortable, all the things. You need a pull-on pair of trousers. These are a little bit wide leg. They show them in a cropped version, which is really on trend. You know, you can cut them and make them shorts. They also show a very long kind of pajama pant kind of look to them. Yeah, it's a great pattern. I don't have anything bad to say about this. If you're a beginner and you want a pair of pull-on pants, this is the way to start. You don't have to deal with a fitted waistband, belt loops, all of that, and you get to practice pockets, because there's pockets all over this thing. Cute, yeah, super cute. Very, very youthful. 5708 is a basic knit dress, and we all need basic dresses in our wardrobe. It's got a waist seam, it's got dolman sleeves, short, nice big neckline, long sleeves with a faux cuff or a little ruffle, so we're still doing, you know, the sleeve thing, and a gathered skirt. You know, these dresses are everywhere, but you know, you can use, they're perfect in your wardrobe. You throw them on, throw a jacket on, a pair of tights, boom, you're out the door. Yeah, I think that, I think it's a good basic pattern if you haven't, again, if you haven't made a knit dress before and you want to get started. This one is on trend. And it's pretty basic, but it will walk you through, again, it's a step-by-step instructions. It will walk you through making a knit dress, and it's rated as easy. So for a beginner, I think it's a good place to start. 5711, cute, cute, cute jacket, very cute. Couple of options, just looks like a little bit of a barrel sleeve because it's got this seam going up here, some darts, faux front, covered button placket on the front, and just a round collar. Really, really adorable. And that's the one that she's got, the black with the kind of florals on it. Then the other one is all top stitched. It's got cuffs, it's got top stitching, it's got pieces, it's got a collar. It's sort of like an updated denim jacket, and you don't see it very well in the dark denim that they have it, but you can see it in the line drawing there on the side. And it's got lots of stitching details. It's very, very cute, very, very trendy. It's rated as average because there are some pieces putting the collar on, and those little tab pockets and all the top stitching is going to make it average. But I love the crop length. I love the way these are styled. This is probably the best pattern that they have in this collection that I've seen so far, and we only have 2 left. So yeah, this is cute. This is what I expect from Burda, something that's fairly trendy, fairly easy to sew, super trendy, and right on, you know, right on the edge of youthful but sophisticated. 5714. The jacket, the vest, it's a vest pattern. The vests that they made for the photo don't do this pattern justice at all, at all. It's a very moto style, and you don't get that from looking at the 2 pieces that they have there. I mean, the red is kind of sweet, and then the blue one looks a little sloppy. But the red one, the way the red one is made, it's all top stitched, it's got well pockets, it's got super interesting pieces, a big notched collar. In the back, there's a curved seam that's top stitched. It's got a waistband with belt loops. There's a lot going on that jacket. Then the other one, I guess that would be the blue one. And then the red one that they made up, is a little more sedate. It doesn't have any top stitching. It does have the well pockets, and it still has, so there's a V seam that goes down in the front and that curve in the back. But there's no belt, there's no belt loops, there's no edginess to it. It's just an interesting vest. And vests are very popular right now. But the one with the top stitching is super edgy and super cute. And honestly, this fabric and style, you just don't even see it. The way she has it unzipped, it kind of looks messy, but it's really cute. I mean, it's got zippers and rivets and belt loops and lots of hardware, and it could be very edgy, I think, with the right fabric. Had they made the red one in this style, you would see the top stitching, you would see the zippers, you would see the grommets, you would see it all. You don't see it on the blue one, and that's a shame. 5715 is a skirt pattern. It's that denim skirt with a split up the front. You're starting to see a lot of these. This one has some interesting pocket details, waistband, fly front, interesting back pocket details. It comes with a belt. They've made it up in a plaid, which I think is kind of interesting. You see these mostly made up in denim. I have a couple that I've made myself. I think the styling is off. I don't know what's going on, who chose their fabric this time, but a lot of them, they just, maybe they're trying to go too far out of the box, I guess, I don't know. But this skirt is really interesting. Yeah, I mean, this skirt, the black one is made in like a black denim, and then the other one is a plaid, which are really interesting choices for this fabric. Pattern. I like the black denim. I think this made up in denim or a poplin or something with some body and structure is really good. I think the plaid is a little off, but I like the pattern. If you're looking for one of those skirt patterns, it's listed as average. There's a bunch of them out there. You can find one that you like. So that wraps up Burda's patterns. I am stunned that the styling and the fabric choices seemed off to me. There are some really cute ones like the barn jacket and then the little cropped jacket. The sweatsuit, sweatpants and sweatshirt was a really cute option, and some t-shirts, t-shirt for men and a t-shirt for women. So I think there's some good options here, but I think that their fabric choices need to move forward and become a little bit more fashionable. Their patterns are fashionable. Most of them are easy and great for beginners, but for this go round, I think the fabrics that they chose were unimpressive. How's that? Until next time, happy sewing. Bye.